Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stock Car Spectacle. I'm Ian Jortson.
I'm Mike Gamble.
And I'm Nick Kinsel.
And guys, we're going to be previewing the All Star Weekend at Texas Motor Speedway. We got all three series back together, Truck, Xfinity, and Cup for the All Star Race on Sunday. But we're going to start off with the trucks on Friday. We got the Speedy Cash 222, 220-mile race. Stages 1 and 2 are 35 laps each, and the final is 77 for a total of 147 laps. Last year's winner was John Hunter Nemechek. Most team wins here at Texas is KBM with 4 wins, and most manufacturer wins is Toyota with 11. Some notables in this race, we got Ryan Preece back in the 17 for DGR. Ross Chastain will be in the 41 for Nice, and Todd Bodine will be in the 62 for Halmar Freeze Racing. So we already know who Nick's going to be picking.
Give him that checkered flag, baby. I want to see an Onion Man backflip. That's what I want.
Oh no!
Man. I don't think he's making it, bud.
If he could get on top of the car, I'd be happy.
I think we're gonna have a sliced onion if he's coming back down. But guys, who's your pick to win the truck race? Mike, let's start off with you. You're our truck series guy.
All right, guys. You know, we talked about him in the review this last weekend coming out of Kansas. He's white hot right now. It's really hard to bet against Zane Smith. So that's where I'm putting my money. I'm picking Zane Smith to go to victory lane, continue his dominance, get his 4th win on the season. He's been really good at these kind of tracks. Another mile and a half. Hard to bet against old ZS right now.
Probably the smartest pick that anyone's picking tonight for any series. This guy is just white hot on fire right now. Perfect pick. Nick, who you got for the trucks?
As much as I would love to pick Todd Bodine with his sexy onionness, I'm going to revert from it. I'm going to stay away. Last time I picked Todd Bodine, it did not go well. He got me a top 10 though. Proud of you, Onion Man. But called him the Onion Ring. I called him the Onion Ring Sasquatch the last time he was on.
Yep.
Last time I picked him, so give him hell, Onion Man. But I'm going to pick Ross Chastain. Every time Ross comes back down, he's killing it in the Cup Series right now. Every time he comes back down to the Truck Series, and Nice ain't the best, but whenever Ross is in the truck, he always gets speed out of those trucks. So I think he's going to be one to beat. He was fast the last time he was in the truck intended for a win. So I am taking that 41 truck of Mr. Melon Man.
Good pick. Good pick. I got to go with last year's winner, John Hunter Nemechek. I mean, he's just so good at Texas Motor Speedway. Won here in the Xfinity Series race as well last year. Just really, really good here. Toyota always kicks ass, especially KBM at Texas. So I think I think he's finally going to go into victory lane this year at Texas. So guys, let's move on to the Xfinity Series race. We got the SRS Distribution 250, 250-mile race. Stages 1 and 2 are 40 laps each, and the final is 87 for a total of 167 laps. Last year's winners, we had Kyle Busch. He won in the spring, and John Hunter Nemechek won in the fall. Most team wins here at Texas is Joe Gibbs Racing and got 16 wins. Most manufacturer wins is Toyota with 16 wins as well. Some notables in this race. We got Ryan Truex. He's going to be back in the 18 for Joe Gibbs.
Sorry, fat boys. That one's getting torn up.
I wonder if he's got a sponsor this week.
Yeah, right? What a loser.
Jeffrey Earnhart is going to be back in the Xfinity Series with the 26 of Sam Hunt Racing.
What a badass.
And that's an American badass right there, my friend.
American badass right there.
That's right. And then Tyler Reddick, he's going to be in the 48 for Big Machine Racing. And then William Byron, he's going to be making his run in the 88 for Junior Motorsports if he can qualify his way in. We'll see if it rains out.
Let it rain.
Chase Elliott, so
let it rain. Please.
I hope it does. But Nick, who you got for your pick for the Xfinity Series?
Well, you got a couple studs entered into this race that you would think are going to be the ones that are going to go to victory lane, like Tyler Reddick, like a William Byron. But it always seems like there's always one guy when you got these studs when you got these guys in the top equipment coming into these races who are expected to go out and win. This guy always gives them a run for their money. And that's that 9 car of Mr. Noah Gragson here at Texas. 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s, in 6 starts. And it's Noah Gragson. It's the Xfinity Series. I'd love to see another 9 car win for another badass celebration because I just love the 9 celebrations. And he's just the man. Him and Ty Gibbs are the man in the Xfinity Series right now. So expect the 54, expect the 9 to go get.
Hang on. Ty Gibbs is more like the boy. Well,
He's the boy.
He's not the man.
Oh,
Come
man.
on.
I don't know.
He's the boy.
He got the numbers to prove it. So
He's got Jesus on his
Yeah,
side,
he's got
man.
Jesus.
He's got
He
a
is-
helmet on his side. What the hell are you talking about?
But yeah, those are your guys. Those are your 2 guys that are always going to give those guys who come in here who are expected to win. They'll give them a run for their money for sure. But give me that 9 car.
Love that pick.
Because I know college racing ain't gonna do shit, so I can't even pick my own driver anymore.
Yeah,
So-
Sorry about you, man. That sucks. All right, Mikey, who you got for Saturday?
All right. So you know how Nick just said, every time you get all these big name guys in there, they don't really seem to do yeah, that's not going to happen this time. The 88 is going to go to victory lane. I'm picking the guy with the personality of a breadstick himself, Mr. Slick Bill Byron. Gonna get to go to victory lane, and we're gonna oh shucks, I ran really well today. Really happy for the team. Interview after the race. So Bill Byron, victory lane. You heard it here. I'm really not that happy about it.
I hope he has the lead, and I hope he gets run up the track again. I hope it's Noah Gragson who does it too.
Oh, that would be great. That would be so great. All right, guys. So for my pick, Nick, you said it as well. These big guys coming in. You don't want to pick a Tyler Reddick or William Byron. Fuck that. I'm picking Tyler Reddick, man. He's going to get Big Machine Racing's first win in the Xfinity Series. I want to see that 48 go to victory lane. And then, guys, we got the All Star Race on Sunday. Next gen cars at Texas Motor Speedway. We don't know how this is going to go. We know Texas has been a sleeper in the past, but can it live up to the next gen hype? We got 187-mile race stages. So we got 3 stages. Stages 1, 2, and 3 are 25 laps each. And then the final is 50 laps for a total of 125 laps. Kyle Larson won last year at Texas in the All Star Race. Can he do it again, guys? Because that's my pick. I think he's going to dominate. He hasn't looked the same since he won at Auto Club, and I think he's going to get his mojo back and win at the All Star Race this Sunday.
First things first, I'm super glad you did not go through that entire all-star format because you were going to give me a giant headache if you were going to do that.
I failed math, man. I can't keep up with that shit. Come on.
Yeah, you gotta be an engineer or a physicist or some kind of mathematician to keep up with that formula. It's just
I keep it simple, stupid.
Good man right there.
Yep. So guys, I got Kyle Larson. Nick, who you got for Sunday, man?
Well, I'm picking Bubba Wallace, and here's why. So we're going to another 1.5 mile racetrack. We've had 2 true 1.5 mile this season. I'm not counting Atlanta because that was a super speedway.
Mm-hmm.
We had 2 true 1.5 mile this season, and the Toyotas were the cars to beat. Before Alex Bowman won at Las Vegas, it was down to Kyle Busch and Martin Truex Jr., and Kyle Busch was going to win that race if Eric Jones did not spin out to bring out that last caution. So the Toyotas have kind of run these 1.5 miles, and let's not forget what just happened at Kansas last week. Bubba Wallace had a piss missile. He had a rocket. His pit crew screwed him. He went to the back twice and he rebounded for a 10th place finish. He had a top 2 car, and this is the All-Star race. Let's get weird, man. Like if they can bring him the same kind of car that they prepared him last week at Kansas, and his pit crew does not screw him up. Granted, this is the All-Star race. They got to make a pit stop, so I'm a little worried about that. But if they could just get one clean stop in, then I think Bubba Wallace has a chance. If they just bring him the cars that they brought him at Kansas last week, I think it would be so cool for that 23 car and for a 23-11 to go back to back. Kurt winning at Kansas and Bubba Wallace bringing home $1 million for 23-11.
Yeah, that would be cool, but man, I'd be really salty if Bubba wins a race. That don't really matter for anyone.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the boomers will be all over. Be like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Who you
Don't
going to
count.
pretend win?
Don't
Yeah.
count.
But hey,
So-
I still think that's a win. That's going to boost your mojo, and I think that's going to be better for Bubba's mentality. Really.
$1 million right
Oh,
there,
absolutely.
Mhm.
Listen, whether it counts towards the points of playoffs or not, there's nothing bad ever happens when you're winning. So, that's ain't nothing bad's gonna happen. So I'm with it. So,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna go with a guy that also, for that same kind of reason, needs a win bad. He's run really well most of the year, just always kind of fades towards the end of the race. I think this is a guy that gets it done this week. I think we're gonna see that 8 car Tyler Reddick race his way in and then win.
All right. I like it. Tyler Reddick, I mean, that would be great for him to get that all-star win and just boost his mojo. And then who knows, maybe he'll get a points paying victory here soon. It's coming. I can taste it, man.
Oh, absolutely. It's another one. He's been knocking on the doorstep every few weeks now. He's been running in the top 5, running the top 10, getting to the front of the pack and leading laps. So it's a matter of time before it happens.
Absolutely. Well, guys, that will about wrap it up for our all-star weekend preview. You guys got anything else to add before the cars go to Texas Motor Speedway this weekend?
I'm interested to see what's going to happen here because Texas, that one groove racetrack, I'm curious to see if these next gen cars can put on a better product here. It would be really nice to see because other than that, if it doesn't, this is going to be snooze fest.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it will, and here's why. You've seen with this next gen car, and this is something I think Texas, as one of the tracks, mostly severely lacked, is these guys having to get off throttle. That off throttle time, I think, is going to make a big difference. The last couple of years with the 550, just hold it wide open and just chuck it into the turns and never even have to lift. Now that's gone with this car. You're going to see them lifting. You're going to see them get off throttle and correct their turns and have to get around the right arc and enter turns well. Car setups are going to matter. I think you're going to see some things like that, and I'm even hoping we can maybe get a second lane going. So not quite as optimistic as that, but I do think we're going to see better racing this weekend than we've seen at Texas in the past.
I hope so, buddy, because Texas has been a snoozer for the past few years.
I'm also incredibly proud of us. We went through a whole week of recording about a race going to Texas, and nobody brought up Dalton one time.
I wanted to, but he gets too much attention, man. I can't give it to him.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that will wrap it up for our All-Star Weekend preview. Guys, make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure to follow us also on Spotify and all other podcast platforms. And if you haven't yet, make sure to like our video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So that'll wrap it up for us. Thanks for following along. I'm Ian Jortson.
I'm Mike Gamble.
And I'm Nick Kinzel.
And we'll see you guys next time.